Hi, it's Paz, and I'm presenting the lesson Euphemisms, the untaught part of English. I want to show you this part of the English learning that is normally omitted. It is not taught, and it's actually important for getting the communicative skill. So we will see euphemisms under use. First, we should check what we know about the meaning of the word euphemism. What does it mean? What it is? If you click on the link, you will see a definition that has been taken from the web, and it states that an euphemism is a mild or indirect word or expression substituted for one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing. So let's say that we use them to avoid using direct words that can be uncomfortable in some situations. We also use the euphemisms to express taboos because it seems that we keep a safe distance from the taboo itself. See now why are euphemisms important for a second language learner. If you can read, it says that the non-native speaker not only has to make sense of the euphemisms he hears, he also has to learn which euphemisms are appropriate in any particular situation, because an English speaker will use euphemisms all the time to describe everyday realities. So if we want to properly understand the discourse, we have to introduce them in the use we make of the second language and therefore put them in context, because an euphemism used in your own language can be completely different from the one you're learning. You can access to further information about the value of euphemisms for a second language learner on the link you have below. Now we're going to see some examples with 4 very common words. They are adjectives that you will find on the left side. It is fat, poor, old, and ugly. So how would you soften the following terms? How would you make them euphemisms? You can use instead, for example, for fat, stout, overweight, portly, husky. Then for poor, we have working class, modest, low income. For old, we have senior, mature, or traditional. And for ugly, we could say an attractive, modest, and plain. I'm giving you a possible exercise that you may want to execute after watching this video to practice, where you will have to access this link. It's the same than the one we were using before, and it's redirecting you to an euphemisms glossary, where you will find a list of the most common euphemisms that are used instead of the direct words they represent. So you will have to access the link, you will have to check on the glossary and try to find the direct word that can be replaced or substituted for the ones that they are showing on the sentences below. Here you have some extra work in case you want to keep practicing. It's another possible exercise where you will have to find a newspaper article that at least contains 5 different euphemisms that you will have to substitute or replace by more direct words. As you know, normally newspapers are politically correct, so they use euphemisms a lot. You are not having any trouble finding them. So you can access to any online version like the one I'm showing as an example to the Washington Post. You can find it on the image until you get an interesting article for you, so you can start performing the exercise. Now that the topic has been introduced to you and you also have some possible exercises to perform, just in case you want to keep up with this euphemisms issue, I recommend you watching this YouTube video. You will find the link on the image. This comes from Miss Holly channel. She is a North American girl that lives in Mexico, so she's totally bilingual and also very funny, you will see. All the explanations that she gives are in Spanish, so obviously for a Spanish speaker it's not difficult to follow, and you're going to find very creative expressions used to substitute offensive or embarrassing terms. I hope you enjoy it. Before we go, just one more thing. You have to remember that learning a language also consists of knowing when to use certain expressions that as second language learners are not natural for us. So if you start making them natural, you will become into a more independent user of English. Now with this video lesson, you have something to start with. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope also that it's been useful for you, and I want to wish you very good luck. Thank you.